Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
There's a police case in Pune, India, where the killer's face was never visible. He wore a hoodie the entire time. And still, investigators identified him by the one thing he couldn't hide: the way he walked. If you've ever assumed that covering your face means you're anonymous on camera, this is going to change how you think. Because your body has a signature you're broadcasting every single time you take a step. It's called your gait, just a fancy word for your personal walking pattern. And police, courts, and AI systems are starting to read it. If that feels unsettling, I get it. But by the end of this, you'll understand exactly what it can do, and just as important, what it can't. So how does a walk become an ID? Start with what's actually inside a single step. Researchers can pull 32 measurable features out of one gait cycle. Your stride length, how your torso sways, where your hands sit, the angle of your joints, even the spacing and length of your feet. 32 data points from one walk across a parking lot. Now, why does this matter more than a fingerprint? Because a fingerprint needs cooperation. Someone has to press their finger down. A face needs decent lighting and a clear angle. But your walk, you give it away for free, from across the street, without ever knowing a camera's watching. That's exactly why gait shows up in cases where the face is hidden. For forensic experts, it comes down to 3 core clues: your stride, how far you step; your rhythm, the beat and speed of your walking; and your body sway, how you shift as you move. Analysts line those up between a suspect and the person in the footage. And this isn't brand new. According to forensic records, a gait analyst named Hayden Kelly gave expert walking analysis testimony in a London robbery trial back in the year 2000. So courts have accepted this kind of evidence for over 2 decades. But now comes the part that careful investigators lose sleep over. Because here's what breaks it: your gait isn't fixed the way your fingerprint is. Change your shoes. Your walk changes. Carry a heavy bag. It changes again. Add an injury, a tired day, a slope in the sidewalk, or just a camera filming you from a weird angle, and the measurements shift. There's a number that gets thrown around a lot: 95% accuracy. Sounds airtight, right? But that came from a lab, using wearable sensors strapped to people walking in perfect conditions. Not grainy security footage of someone in a hoodie. People trust that number because nobody stops to ask where it was measured. And the real world is exactly where gait matching gets shaky. Think of it the way a voice sounds over a terrible phone connection. Your voice is unique, but static, a cold, a bad signal, and suddenly it's hard to be sure who's talking. Your walk works the same way. Distinctive, yes, but the conditions matter more than most people admit. And that's the real lesson. The moment you move from a face, which stays the same, to how someone moves, you've traded a biological fact for a behavioral estimate. Distinctive is not the same thing as proof. A confident match isn't a solved case. So let me leave you with the simple version. Your walk is like a signature written by your whole body, and covering your face doesn't erase it. But that signature changes with your shoes, your bag, your mood, and the camera. So a matching walk is a strong clue, never a certainty. Whether you're carrying a badge or just carrying groceries across a parking lot, the takeaway's the same. Your body tells a story, but stories can be misread. Knowing that is how you stop feeling watched and start feeling informed. The full breakdown's in the show notes if you want to go deeper.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.